Let's make some creamy asparagus soup from Toronto, Canada. Welcome back to the Whole Food Plant-Based Cooking Show, where we make plant-based cooking easy. I'm Jill, and today we're cooking from Toronto. And we are making a creamy asparagus soup because it is asparagus season. That is what is in season right now. And look at these guys. Beautiful, nice, big, healthy asparagus. So that is going to be the star of this soup. So to get started here, we're going to start with our onion. This is one onion diced that we're going to saute for a few minutes. Just lightly brown it, probably about 5 minutes. And if it does start sticking a little bit, instead of using oil, you can use just a little sprinkle of water and it will de-stick your pan right away, no problem. And all of our spices today are from our partner Essential Organics, who carry over 600 organic products. And if you want to check them out, you can use the code PLANTBASEDEASY at checkout for 10% off of your order. Okay, next we're going to add 2 cloves of minced garlic. And to add a ton more nutrition, to make this creamy, delicious soup even more healthy, we're going to add 2 cups of cabbage. Just kind of chopped cabbage. And that is going to add so much more nutrition. You need to get some of those cruciferous vegetables in there if you can. We're just going to cook these for a few minutes until it gets pretty wilted. Okay, now that our cabbage is wilted, and just like the onions, if it starts sticking a little bit, just add just a little bit of water in there and it'll be just fine. So next we're going to add 1 can of white beans. These happen to be white kidney beans, but you could use like a white navy bean or really any other kind of white bean. 1 tablespoon of nutritional yeast. 1 tablespoon of a low sodium tamari. And the star of the show, this is 1 bunch of asparagus that's I've just chopped into pieces. They don't have to be really small because you're just going to cook them till they're soft, and we're going to blend them in the end anyway. So in they go. And then 1 liter of a low sodium vegetable broth. And we're just going to simmer these until the asparagus, I'm going to cover it with a lid, and we're going to simmer it until the asparagus is nice and soft. So about 15 to 20 minutes. There's no denying the plant-based diet is a nutrient powerhouse, but did you know there are a handful of hard-to-get nutrients even well-crafted diets are often lacking? The latest research suggests that complementing your diet with a few specific vitamins, minerals, and omega-3s will help boost your energy and keep you thriving for the long term. That's why my daily health routine includes Complement Essential. Complement Essential contains the 8 critical nutrients lacking from most plant-based diets in dosages optimized specifically for us. As a special discount for our viewers, just use code PLANTBASEDEASY at checkout to save 15% off of your order. Okay, so everything is done cooking, and now we need to blend. So first, I just poured the soup into a bowl and stuck it into the refrigerator for a bit to cool it down so that we don't explode our blender here. And I have my NutriBullet here, but if you have a bigger blender, that would be much better. So I'm gonna have to end up doing this in little batches. So you're just gonna blend this until it's really creamy, and then I'm transferring it to a bowl. And then if it is cooled down too far, once you get it all blended, you can heat it back up in your pan, and that'll be great. All right, so to add a little bit of a healthy fat to your meal, I'm gonna add a half of an avocado, and that's gonna make it really nice and silky. And what's good about avocados is that they're full of fiber. I don't know if you even knew that. I didn't know that. Avocados are full of fiber, so you're getting a fiber-packed meal here. You've got the asparagus, the onions, the beans, the cabbage. This is going to make your belly so happy. So let's get blending. Okay, so now that I have it all blended, I'm going to add some lemon juice. Probably about a tablespoon of lemon juice. And then some pepper. And I'm going to pour this back into my pan and heat it up just a little bit. and then I'll meet you at the table for a taste. Okay, it's ready. Let's go in for a taste. If you want to come in for a closer look, oh, it just looks so nice and silky. And I'm going to put a little bit of tarragon. It's always nice to put a little bit of fresh herbs on there, but you could use dill or even a little bit of fresh mint. And then I have some toasted pepitas here, just to give it a little bit of texture. That is so silky, and you really get all of the flavor from the asparagus. So good. You are gonna love it. Come on back next week for another great recipe.